branded Japanese companies. Evident doing wafer fab from Japan, 1.2 billion. Have you heard of National Instruments? Those that have heard of National Instruments, let's be honest, you don't have to make me happy. Just be honest. If those that have heard of National Instruments, put up a hand. Quite a few engineers here, I can see. They are number one in testing, in making test machines. National Instruments. Coming to Penang despite the economic recession. Have you heard, if you have not heard of National Instruments, I think many more would have heard of Honeywell. Have you heard of Honeywell? Yes. Put up your hand if you have heard of Honeywell. Wow. All love planes. You know, Honeywell is to aeroplanes what Intel is to computers. You need Intel and Microsoft to run the computer, just as you need Honeywell and the pilot to fly the plane. Without the pilot, no one flies the plane. Without Honeywell, nothing can move. Honeywell is that important. It is the crown jewel of the avionics industry. And they decided to invest in where? Penang. We are proud that they have chosen Penang. And we are proud that Honeywell says that of all the investments throughout the country, only Penang is one side they did not worry because it is way ahead of schedule. We are going to have everything if we can. We have the best talents, the best people. We want to show that in Penang we have the best doctors, the best accountants, the best engineers, the best architects, the best nurses. We want to show that apart from all the beautiful food which you all heard about, I don't have to explain here, you look at my belly, you know. The scenic beauty of Penang, the human talents. We want to make Penang in an international city that is a location of choice for investors, a destination of choice for tourists, and a habitat of choice for those who desire sustainable living. And we need, of course, your support and assistance. I know I'm saying that in Selangor, but Selangor has so much wealth, we can give a little bit of money. And we believe that we must strive to be the best. Human talents, infrastructure, and of course not forget mentioning the best government also. Correct or not? The best government. If investors have confidence in you, and when investors have confidence, they put their money where their mouth is. I think this is an indication of their faith in not only the stability, the strength, but also the competency of the new United States government. We know our business. The business of government in Penang is to get out of business, so that new businessmen can do what they are good at. You know, in Kopta, you know where Kopta is, isn't it? You know Kopta? You know Kopta has been deserted for the last 4 years, last 5 years, isn't it? A very dreary, gloomy place. You come to Kopta now lah. I just reopened that supermarket wing, Pacific supermarket and store came. Reopened Kopta. They spent 15 to 20 million in renovation now. Despite the recession, spend 15 to 20 million to brighten up Kopta. That shows the confidence in Kopta and also in Penang. Now we want to turn this small island as a human hub of resources and talents. Because we believe that the only way to go is through the knowledge economy. We need to have knowledge workers. And if all wonderful people in PJ, which is according to statistics, have the highest concentration of brain power in Malaysia, if you ever consider an alternative, consider Penang. It is not easy to face those extremists. It is not easy. Because we believe that when we talk about political equality and freedoms, It is something they are not used to. When we talk about poverty reduction, in my first budget, I said there are only 3 tracks. The budget is based on 3 key thrusts. This budget will be pro-growth, it will be pro-jobs, it will be pro-poor. Simple as that. Pro-growth, you get more investments to come in, cut down all the red tape, try to have good governance. Pro-jobs, try to save those jobs that can be lost, that will be lost if they are lost through job retaining schemes. Pro-poor, I think we've got to help the poor. We've got to help the poor. When I first came in, I was shocked to find that Penang still got hardcore poor. What is the meaning of hardcore poor? Those families who live at subsistence level, less than 400 ringgit a month. I was angry. I said, how can a state that's supposed to be a developing state, one of the most progressive states in Malaysia, still have hardcore poor families living on less than 400 ringgit a month? I say we must do something about it. For 50 years, Barisan Nasional cannot do anything. We will try to wipe out hardcore poverty in 1 year, what BN cannot do in 50 years. And as you know, 90% of the hardcore poor are our Malay brothers and sisters. We are open, we will not discriminate against any person regardless of their racial origin or their religious beliefs, or even their political affiliations. We have taken people who are from Barisan Nasional who support our CAP philosophy, such as Dato' Lee Kah Chun, to serve the Penang government, because we believe that we have to choose the best if we want to be on top of the rest. Now, we can carry out the same transformation in Malaysia, provided we keep faith. We keep faith on the ideas, and imagination that made March the 8th possible. And to do that, I think we must prove continuously and consistently that we appeal to facts over falsehood, reason over emotion, principles over prejudice. And this would be what we want the Penang state government and all the PR governments to define. We ask for your support, and we ask also for your participation. Because if we are to carry out reforms that can transform Malaysia as an oasis not only of peace, but also of prosperity, of freedom, I think every one of you will make a difference. I cannot do it alone. March the 8th cannot be done only by Lim Guan Eng. It was done because of the people. Just as it was done in Selangor because of all the good people in PJ and other parts of Selangor. We need not only your support, but also your active participation. That's why I made a call for you to join the DAP.